Welcome to An Epic World brought to you by Quadrian. I'm your host, Courtney Fingar, and this is our interview series that highlights innovators, thought leaders, and trailblazers who are driving transformational innovation in industries and economies worldwide. Quadrian is focused on inspiring epic growth by leveraging the combined forces of venture investment, foreign direct investment, and special economic zones. Today, I'm delighted to welcome a guest who is a leader in that third pillar of special economic zones. So, welcome to Cesar de Luna, Commercial Coordinator for Duarte Industrial Zone, which is a thriving zone in the beautiful Dominican Republic. It's really great to have you here, Cesar.
Thank you, Courtney, for having me. It's an honor for us to be participating in this podcast and uh, give a little bit of our success over the years, and hopefully we can continue the relationship and advising other companies, other competitors to do the same.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Well, it is a community of free zones. So I know there is this collaboration and exchange of ideas, even amongst competitors. So you mentioned about some of those successes. So let's start out by hearing about what you're proud of, but also introduce our audience to your zone in case they're not familiar with it.
Yeah, Parque Industrial Duarte. It has been in business for almost 25 years. We've been focusing the local market, but over the past 7 years, we created the free zone area, which converted us in the district industrial zone. It's one of the most important districts in the Dominican Republic. We have more than 50 companies working in areas like manufacturing, logistics, food packaging, steel, and pharmaceuticals. Big companies from around the world have set up shop here in the Dominican Republic and in our park especially. And some of the things we're proud of, and I talk about this a lot, is that we're pretty much a hybrid park. I call it hybrid park because we have two parks working in the same zone. Companies that are in focus in the local market have the option of have an operation in the free zone and take benefit those fiscal benefits that the regime provides here in the Dominican Republic. So that's become an attraction for in international companies and the local companies, big local companies, to set up their factories or the distribution in our park. So we're very proud of that. We're one of the things also we're working on is with Unido and local partners to become an eco-industrial park focusing on solar energy recycling and saving water. Um, we also just got the ISO 9001 certification, which pretty much shows our commitment to follow international standards and quality for companies, international companies. And something that really sets us apart is the close personal relationship that we have with each of our clients. It allows us to deeply understand their operations, their challenges, and from there we generate innovative ideas that we truly empower their operations. And that direct connection is a key to how we encourage innovation within the park.
Fantastic. And I did want to ask you about innovation. It sounds like you have hit upon a really good strategy for balancing local and international industries, but also surfing the wave of really fast evolving popular investment industries, such as everything around eco, but also cultivating innovation. How do you think economic zones themselves can help be almost testing labs and facilitators of innovative ideas?
First of all, we are working with the university and with the universities and the government to bring new ideas and solutions to the table. We help companies become more energy efficient and reduce their waste. We offer training and host events to share knowledge and encourage new ways of thinking. By keeping our park modern and sustainable, we attract innovative companies who want to grow in the future ready and future ready space also. Um, we also adapt fast, working closely with the government and university to support those companies and improve the park as well.
It seems that you do have that triple helix approach, which is the private industry, government, and universities working in tandem to encourage innovation.
Yeah, we bring. I mean, at the end of the day, when you have more people giving ideas over the table, on top of the table, there's a lot of brainstorming. There's a lot of solutions that come out of that. That as a result of those of getting involved with all these institutions, and also I forgot to mention, but are one of the most attractive things that companies see in our park is the diversity of industries in our park. That has created a synergy and in between all the companies that are work operating in our park that have has resulted in solutions for other companies. Like I'll give you an example. We have a company here that have is renting it was a build to suit at the moment. They're renting a warehouse, and basically what they do, they rent pallets. It's a company, it's a small multinational company that has set up shop here. And basically, they have created a solution for companies that are operation by renting pallets. We have logistics that supplies distribution for food and beverage industry. So that that synergy that and that diversity of companies in our park have pretty much created an innovation space for for other companies to set up shop here. So that's one of the benefits of our park, that you're not particularly and focusing in one specific sector.
Right. And I guess apart from that kind of cross fertilization that can assist innovation, it helps inoculate you from some of the global volatility if you're not over reliant on one industry. And I was being remiss if I didn't ask you how your zone, but others in the Caribbean and Latin America are dealing with all of the uncertainty, the world of tariffs, and just the general geopolitical volatility that we're experiencing.
Yeah, I mean, the world is going through a lot of changes, trade tensions, inflation, and supply chain problems. For us, that's an opportunity to show how we can help companies stay flexible and closer to their customers. Parque Industrial Duarte, our location in the Dominican Republic, makes it easier for companies to quickly ship to U.S., Latin America, and Europe. Our work in sustainability gives us an edge. Since many global companies are looking for greener suppliers, that's an advantage as us putting ourselves out there and show what we're doing in terms of that particular area. And we adapt fast, working closely with the government universities to support our companies to improve the park.
That's great. And if we kind of shift our attention to the future in the near and longer term, what are your priorities and plans, and what are your expectations for the remainder of this year? Kind of where are your eyes on the horizon?
All right, so I mentioned a lot about the Eco Industrial Park, and one of the main goals for the rest of the year, is to complete the first stage of becoming an Eco Industrial Park, including energy audits, recycling projects with over 20 companies that are already involved. The idea is to bring all those 50 companies in to better practices and everything, because at the end of the day, that particular certification that we're working on, it has to be everyone involved, all the companies involved. So our first stage, our main goals when it comes to that, is to complete that first stage. Keep improving infrastructure and digital system. to support the industries that are setting a shop here and already working in our park, and continue applying high quality standards throughout the park, and attract new companies that want to grow in a clean, efficient, and well connected place. That's our main goal for the rest of the year.
Do you see any evolution in where your inward investment comes from internationally? 'Cause you're quite well diversified in terms of industries. How's your mix as to where the companies are coming from?
Well, I can tell you from now, at this specific moment, we're bringing companies from Europe, especially from Spain. I'm sorry, yeah, from Spain and France, uh, China also, and Vietnam. Those are the, I would say, the countries, or let's say the markets that we're bringing new investment to our park and to the country. At the end of the day, this is beneficial for the country as well. It creates jobs, opportunity, and it puts the Dominican Republic as it has, or let's say, in the center of all.
And we spoke a little at the start about that community globally of special economic zones. How useful are these international linkages to you? And what do you think maybe other zones could learn from your successes?
My advice I would say, do not focus on one sector, because at the end of the day, the country has a very good location, and we have the opportunity to bring a lot of industry from many sectors. I know right now with the recession, there is the uncertainty that's happening worldwide. There's a few industries that will stay afloat, that are growing, that people needs to eat every day. So my advice would not do not stay in one particular sector or industry. Diversity, diversify their portfolio of clients, and I think that will attract more investments from other countries to Latin America, or for at least for our country. And that's something that has helped us for the past 24 years. And we don't want to focus our free zone area just in one particular sector. We want to replicate what we have achieved, or what we have accomplished in our local park, and we want to do that same replicate that same idea in our free zone. So that's my advice to them.
Well, definitely a good case study of the importance of diversification, and never a good idea to put too many eggs in one basket, but especially right now. So thank you so much for sharing your story of your zone and your insights with us. And we hope to keep in touch with you to see how some of your big plans continue to come to fruition. And I can hear some thunderstorm brewing outside my window here, so it's a good time to stop. And I hope the sun continues to shine on your zone and on your activities there. And thank you so much for taking.
Well, it's a pleasure, Courtney, and hopefully we can talk soon. Bye bye.
Thank you. And thank you all for tuning in, and join us next time to see where we take you on our world tour of innovation with this podcast. Thank you.